Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. Why do foreign men choose to meet Filipinos online? You know that's not the only way to meet a woman over here, but that's the way we do it. There used to be something called the mail order bride, and they'd have these mail order bride catalogs, and a man would go through there and he'd pick out a few, he'd contact the service. Well, that's illegal now in the Philippines. They've got something called the Anti-Mail Order Bride Law. It's the Philippine Republic Act 10906. It prohibits businesses from organizing and facilitating marriages between Filipinos and foreign men. So these mail order bride services, they got smart. They just blossomed into dating sites where they do the same exact thing. If you look at the typical mail order bride catalog in the online dating site, it has the same information. They're the same exact thing. The photograph, the profile, the contact information, the interests, cultural things, success stories. So the man, I'm going to just give you some general reasons, and I'm going to tell you why I think men do it. But they're the same exact thing. So now it's legal. But men do it because really it's the easiest out the way, and they know it. Let's face it, a lot of us guys, we're older. We've been out of the dating scene for years. We wouldn't know how to go about picking up a woman. That's why they'll tell you, oh, can I come over there and meet somebody? You know good and damn well you're not going to do that. You're not going to approach women over here. Attractive women still intimidate us. So it's easier. It's more convenient just to sit at your kitchen table, on the couch, and shop through these profiles. Instead of looking through the catalog, you're going to shop through the profiles. So it's convenient. That's the number one reason. The second thing is you got a wider pool of women to choose from than you would in your home country. As a matter of fact, you have women from all over the Philippines who are on those dating sites. So yeah, you got a wider reach. You're anonymous. Nobody even knows you're doing it. Nobody ever knows you're doing it. You just go on there, you meet somebody, you feel comfortable, you come on over. Your friends, your family, nobody has no idea that you were even chatting with a woman online. Think about that, guys. And then there's so many dating sites. But I'm going to talk about that later on my live stream. Are these dating sites the same? Are they different? I say they're the same. I say they draw off the same pool of women right here in the Philippines. But even though you know it's the easier way, you got that memo, men are afraid to approach attractive women. So that's why we do it. We know that the women on the dating sites, they've got the flashing red light. See, I got to stop taking for granted that people who watch my videos have watched my videos before. I got to get back to the basics. My channel is for the new man and woman who's never been here before, but has an interest in coming here for one thing or the other. They know that the woman on the dating site says, yeah, I'll date a foreigner. You have no idea once you get off that plane whether a woman's going to date you or not, whether she's even interested in foreigners or not. You have no way of knowing that. And you sit here for a long time asking woman after woman after woman when all you have to do is go on the dating site. See, that's what we want. See, a lot of us know that we're older. We're not as attractive as we used to be. We know that if we're going to meet a woman in the Philippines, she's on that dating site. That's why we do it. It's almost like a 100% guarantee. But don't ever get it twisted. Those mail order catalogs and these dating sites, they're the same thing. It's just illegal to call it a mail order brand service. But that's exactly what they're doing. They're organizing and facilitating meeting up hookups between foreigners and Filipino women. We like it. I believe it's the preferred way that the Filipino people want us to meet women over here. This is just my personal opinion. I've shared this before. I don't think they want you coming over here, pushing up on all of these women over here, their sisters, their mothers, their daughters. You don't know who you're going to approach over here. So they're saying, okay, these are women who want to meet you. We don't have a problem with that. But don't come over here harassing our women because it could be trouble. That's my humble opinion. A lot of us we're basically going on there wanting the woman to choose us. That's what we're doing. And we get lucky, basically what it is. We're not going to talk about all that stuff about money because people always want to argue about that. Well, argue about it. I don't have time for it. The video today is why we go online. Why don't we just get on a plane? You know, beautiful women over here. It doesn't change their financial situation. Nothing changes. So why don't you just get on the plane and come over here? You don't have the courage to do that. Okay? See y'all later. You want the easier way. You wouldn't know how to pick up a woman. You wouldn't even know what to say to her. You're going to be afraid to do it. So what you do, you hide on the job, in the kitchen, in your bedroom somewhere online. It's just anonymous. Nobody has to know. And that's why we do it. It's that simple. But nobody's just going to come out and tell you, man, you know, I heard it's the easier way. I know that if they're on there, they want to meet me. I'm afraid to approach women. They're never going to tell you that. All they're going to do is show you the results afterwards. Oh, look at my wife. Look at my girlfriend. They never tell you how they really met and what was going through his mind when he got on that dating site. That's all. That's all I want to talk about today. This is why we do it. We're afraid to approach women in public. We're intimidated by them. Even though they're supposed to be these province women and they don't have a whole lot of money and, you know, our education, but you're scared to death of them. You want a sure thing. The money is just a way of almost guaranteeing it because you can't believe it. 20-something-year-old woman's interested in me. I better, you know, put a second coat of paint on that. I better send a few thousand pesos, a few $1,000s now. But yeah, that's why guys do it. It's the easier way. They're afraid meeting women in person. They don't know how to strike up a conversation in person. They ask me all the time, go on my live streams, go on my comments. Well, how do you meet women over there? Just say hello. Filipino women are some of the most approachable women I've ever met. But 99% of the men that you see with a woman, every last one of them, the vloggers, they met them online. But then once they meet them and the dust settles, now the man wants to walk around with his shoulders back, his chest out, like he really did something. You ain't done nothing. You're just as scared of these women as all the rest of us. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I just want to tell you why we meet them online instead of in person. People will tell y'all, oh, you don't have to. Obviously you don't have to, but you're not going to come over here and take that chance. We're afraid of failure. Remember I was talking about weak men yesterday. Weak men are afraid of failure. We're afraid of rejection. So you would never do that. You want a sure thing. Okay, remember we follow the followers. A lot of guys are over here dating who have no business dating over here. They're just following somebody else. They see somebody else do it and they say, I want to do it. Because believe it or not, guys, that's human nature. To copy the behavior of somebody else. Especially if it's something you're trying to do. That's just human behavior. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody over here. Every single day. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. And don't do anything stupid. Don't get on that plane and come over here thinking you're going to pick up a woman on the street over here. It's not going to happen. You're going to end up going back home with your tail between your legs. Take the easy, soft way like everybody else. Doesn't matter. These tough guys you see online. They're meeting their women on the dating sites. That's the only way they know how. Okay, they don't have the courage enough to come over here. The testicular fortitude to approach women here. And that's why a lot of men settle for whatever they can get on that dating site. And remember, I'm the only one told you this. In my heart of hearts, I believe that's the way Filipinos want you to meet the women. They don't want you over here harassing women. All you got to do is go to one of these malls. You see these old men around, creepy looking, undressing these women with their eyes. See, they don't want that. So go online, or the mail order catalog, whatever you want to call it, and get you a woman.